right, thank you so much for tuning back into another reaction video. My name is Chris.
My name is Sam.
We are Offset
Era.
Woohoo!
Wee!
All right, and if you've seen it in the title, we're bringing back
VOB,
baby.
Man, how long has it been since we've done VOB?
Too damn long.
Too damn long is the correct answer.
Yeah, and one of our favorite bands, covering one of our favorite bands, we're doing a cover of Master of Puppets by
That's
Metallica.
by the one and only Metallica.
Yeah.
This is going to be really interesting. You know, like
We love their covers.
One thing about VOB is that they never fail to deliver when it comes to with covers. And another thing that we always talk about is, you know, it's one thing to do like a true note to note cover, you know, that's like absolutely true to the original. It's another thing to be able to take a song and make it your own. Yeah. You know, The Warning did that with Enter Sandman, and every time, like pretty much every cover we see VOB do, like whether it's Sabotage by the Beastie Boys, or, you know, Testify or Killing the Name, you know, from Rage Against the Machine, you know.
You guys love our Sabotage video. Oh my god.
Oh my god. Well, how could they not? Like,
it was a great video. We were just eating it up.
Well, that's just how good the cover was. Yeah, well, we were just, you know, it's always mind blowing how another artist is able to take someone's song and remake it into their own. Like that's the right way to do a cover. Exactly. Yeah. All right. Well, looking at the video, this is a link that you guys supplied to me. So this is what you chose. It does say Voice of Baceprot, Master of Puppets, Metallica cover. It's on BJL underscore KWT. Not sure what that means. It says Voice of Baceprot live at Synchronize Fest. Okay, there's a little bit of context here. Some of these comments are not in English, so we'll just try to grab what we can here. Yep, see if there's anything. There's one here. Kick ass, heavy and cute. Play on, ladies. Yeah. Strummer, migrate. Not even downstroking properly? No, what? Jealousy. There's always one. Man, go away. Yeah. All right. Well, that's it, really, for comments. Not much here. Are we listening to a classical orchestra? I wish. Which everyone has papers from musical academia or self-taught metal band, which members were high school dropouts. Interesting. Not even downstroking properly. So long as their playing serves the song and their representation of the song. Well, you know, it doesn't really matter where you go. There's gonna be... I will interject with the downstroking thing. Yeah. I mean, it is, you know, a vital element to classic Metallica songs. But at the same time, you know, even James Hetfield has voiced some of his difficulty in some of the, you know, more, you know, faster songs and doing just downpicking. There is a YouTuber who went into it very specifically about how James Hetfield gives himself little pauses and gaps and breaks. So yeah. I wish I had his name, but you guys can look for it. Just search for James Hetfield and how he does downstrokes, especially now that he's a you know, an older gentleman. I was gonna say he's got 5 years before he becomes a senior citizen. Yeah. So make sure you check that out if you're interested in that. But there is some technique. That said, James looks awesome for a man of 60. Oh yeah, looks very healthy. So I think we can go ahead and jump into this one. And for anyone at home jumping in for the very first time, welcome to the channel. Welcome indeed. And we have a VOB playlist. If you like VOB and you haven't checked out the rest of our reactions, make sure you go check that out. But if you're not new to the channel, you know what time it is. You know what time it is. It's time for the glorious epic transition. Right here, up front stage here, baby. Yep. Let me flip and make sure that everything is working. Without further ado, Voice of Baceprot. Yep. Voice of Baceprot. VOB. Master of Puppets. Here we go. Okay, yeah, so she's not downstroking. She's alternate picking. Yeah, and it's... Yeah, right off the bat, you know, there's a change in the vibe. You know, like you know, there's a little bit of a pause there. Whereas, you know, the original, it's, you know, it doesn't, you know, there's no stopping. It's very tight. Ooh, her snare sounds really loud. Yeah, that delivery of the main riff,
Yeah.
you know, it's, you know, the way she's doing it, it's almost like it's almost punk. It's almost a punk rock
It's
delivery.
it's more fluid. I can see that it's not as tight as.
Yeah,
maybe,
I can understand some purists, you know, who you know, are like, you know, it's not tight, you know, it's not down picking, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
You know, but I kind of dig it. You know, you know, that's an interesting way to put it. Fluid.
Yeah.
You know, it's a little bit punkish. You know, like the way she's, you know, the way her alternate picking goes.
I mean, I have had to tell several people to alternate pick because it is tighter. Yes, downstroking, quote unquote, has a sound, but to me, if you can't do it, then don't do that.
There's only a handful of guitarists who can down pick.
I think it's kind of silly. It's like you can make the same sound up and down
that have that kind of down picking caliber.
Yeah,
and James Hetfield is one of them.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely played differently.
Does it seem faster to you?
It's faster. And I noticed she's got a giant monitor right next to her ear. It sounds, it does sound faster. And maybe that's why she's playing it with alternate picking.
Yeah.
But someone will also say that Metallica plays it faster live too. So I don't know. I'm not a purist, like I said. I just enjoy it. And like I said, for the alternate picking, I sometimes will go to that because it is more tight. You can do it tighter. You can save yourself tendonitis in the wrist, and so you can play guitar for longer. There we go.
Yeah.
What the heck is going on there? What?
That.
So the bass lines? She's just soloing.
Yeah, this is, yeah, you could tell this is them making the song their own.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Like that slapping bass.
Yep.
Because you know, I've listened to all the individual parts of Master of Puppets because that's how much I love the song. Because there's like isolated like guitar tracks and stuff all over YouTube, and listening to what Cliff Burton did on the track. Well, first off, it wasn't like that. You know, it was, you know, well, yeah, it wasn't like a slapping, ripping bass line like that. Like, it was more, but it was Cliff doing his role, like acting as like a good stopgap between what James is doing on guitar and what Lars Ulrich's doing on drums. Like Lars's parts are a little bit more comprehensive, but at the same time they fit in with what, you know, the guitars are doing, and Cliff is acting as like the buffer there. Whereas as a three-piece, you know, you have more liberty to get more creative with filling in that space.
Yeah, and she's got to highlight two different guitar parts.
Exactly.
It's so much of those guitar parts are iconic, so you really have to pick and choose
the whole song,
which you're gonna play.
The whole song is iconic. You know,
and there's a reason it's in Stranger Things, man.
Yes. Yes.
Let's keep it going here. What the? It sounds so bizarre to me. The toms are really weirdly, not weirdly, but tuned. Very, very high.
Yeah, that's interesting how it's a subtle change to the vocal melody, but she's drawing out the last line of that.
I think this might be just a matter of her not being, that's not her native language, and I don't know if she maybe I don't know. I don't understand.
Yeah, maybe it is. Maybe it does have something to do with the language barrier. Yeah. But I think
and she's also playing and singing at the same time, which is also difficult.
It's a difficult song to play and sing at the same time.
Yeah.
But it's also an interesting way to it also serves as as a subtle but interesting way, or an additional way to make the song more theirs, like just subtly changing, the way it's sung.
Yep. What the?
Oh,
that's a different riff. The bass is just going all over the place.
Yeah.
Like, it's not even trying to be like the original song, which is fine.
Yeah.
It's nothing like it. Like, you listen.
This is it's a whole different vibe.
You can, like, if she wasn't playing those guitar parts, you would not know what song this was.
No.
That's the only...
If she wasn't playing the guitar parts or singing the lyrics,
yeah.
It could be anybody's guess what it was.
Yeah, it's just like, wow, that's a really fast beat and some noodling on the bass.
Like, holy shit, that's Metallica?
Jesus Christ. Oh, here we go.
Oh,
let's go to the beginning of this section. Those toms are so loud and really high pitched. Ooh, yeah. Kick and the snare sound so good. Okay. Master! Boom, boom. Here we go again. Yeah, the bass drum sounds good on this too. There you go again. That little halftime.
Oh, this is cool.
Very nice, ladies.
Wow.
Very nice indeed. Making it your own, like always.
Yep.
All right, flipping back over.
Yeah, that's one thing I think we can both definitely say about VOB is that whatever song they choose to cover, they always succeed in making it their own.
Yes.
Like, you know, also going off of what you said before about how, you know, just changing up the way the drums are played changes up the whole dynamic of the song.
Yeah.
She was doing all sorts of different time changes.
Oh, for sure.
You know, completely changing up the vibe of the song. Like,
yeah.
Not just from the way she was playing the guitar and
yeah,
you know, like all the different section changes and doing just enough of the most memorable parts of each of the solo.
Right.
That solo in and of it, like the main guitar solo, like right after the fix me, you know, when Kirk Hammett does his, you know, big solo.
Right.
It's a little tricky to do, or it's a little tricky to properly replicate.
Yeah.
I think what he ended up doing was the way he got like that wow wow wow, that really high note was that I think what he did was he accidentally pulled the string, you know, off the fretboard to get that wild sound, which isn't necessarily an unheard of thing to do on guitar.
Yeah.
But to, you know, like properly replicate that note, you know, I can understand, you know, I can understand it, you know, having a tricky time, you know, replicating it properly.
It's definitely a guitar player's song. Like you really, and unfortunately, I mean, we have to address the elephant in the room, which there's parts that were not played the same, and it did seem like there were solos that were attempted that probably didn't go as well as it could have.
They weren't like the solos were not note for note.
No,
they were more like, as far as the solos go, it was more like a reasonable approximation.
I was gonna say that
as opposed to, you know, true to every single note.
Right.
But that being said, that doesn't. I wouldn't go so far as to say that it serves to detriment their cover. No. You don't have to always do I mean, unless you're doing like a dedicated note for note cover, like as part of a tribute, you know, that's one thing. But if you're covering a song with the intention of making it your own, if you're not limiting yourself to, you know, just to change up like the timing and the tempo of a song, you know, whether it's, you know, changing up a drum part or changing up a bass part or whatever, you know, regardless of whether you're playing the right notes or whatever.
Well, that was our reaction to Voice of Baceprot, or what we like to call
VOB.
VOB.
Yep.
Master of Puppets cover, and we are
Offset Era. We are 2/3 of Offset Era. We are a 3-piece punk core act from sunny Southwest Florida.
That's right.
If you're curious as to what that means, we have an extensive playlist of all of our original music, as well as our discography available on all digital streaming platforms.
Yeah.
In addition to our most recent release, A New Era. It's been out now since May of last year.
Yep.
And we are hard at work at a follow-up to that.
We do have a show coming up.
That's right. We're getting this year off to a great start. We're going to be in Tampa Sunday, January 21st at the Brass Mug.
For sure.
It's going to be us, Crimson Days, as I said, Hybris, Celestial Moon, Hand of Reason, and Alive in Stone.
Yep. So if you're in the Tampa area, come on out and see us. We'd love to see some, at least some new faces there for us. We don't have a huge following in Tampa.
Not right.
But that's it for this one. Thank you so much for commenting, liking, and subscribing. Let us know what you want to see in the next one.
And we will see you then.
See you there. Peace out.